Great morning, fellow traders. This is Austin. It is Wednesday, July 15th, middle of the month already. Taking a look at crude oil. My current trading days begin around 7 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. Eastern, and I knock off for the day around noon Eastern. Occasionally, I'll take a look at the afternoon stretch from, say, 1 to 2:30 if nothing has happened during the day. But for the most part, I'm just working an intensive 5-hour stretch from 7 a.m. to noon Eastern Time in crude oil. There's opportunity earlier than that, obviously, if your normal waking hours are 2, 3, 4 a.m. Eastern. If you live someplace or your lifestyle is such that you're up and about then, those are prime times. And often there are price moves past noon, even past the 2:30 p.m. pit session. But no man or woman can trade everything, nor should we want to. Not only can't we trade every waking hour, why would you want to? It wouldn't be a life then, it would be an existence. So we need to establish whatever our workday is and then focus intensely on that, because crude oil is a very fast moving symbol these days, very explosive in the current state of liquidity and all of those things. So far today, nothing. There have been no setups. It's like I said, 7:26. So I've been watching the charts here for a half hour, just waiting. There isn't anything pending, and nothing's happened so far. We will chronicle everything that does here for the next 3 days, simply because we haven't done that in many, many months. So I'm going to try to keep this to less than 15 minutes each session, which can be difficult when there's a lot of, prices sideways and there's a lot of trades going on. So I'm going to do my best to keep things brief, to keep the entire production from now until the end of today, and then the sessions to come within 15 minutes. Here we go. Okay, it is now 8:33 a.m. Eastern. I'll pass the initial economic reports. We have a sell signal confirm at 52.50 area. I happen to be filled at 48. I'm using a 10-tick initial stop here. I'll take this trade a couple of times. If they spike it up and stop it out, which is not at all unusual, crude oil can be rather whippy at times. I would try this trade twice. That would be it. The next time that actually 3 times, but the next 2 would be initial stops of -5 ticks. So give the first one that much breathing room, and then the next time there's a confirm, or the third time there's a confirm, I would assume those would just take off with no heat. If that's not the case, then I would be stopped out 3 times for roughly -20 ticks total, and I would look to see what comes next. There's also long trade sequence signals start up around 52.80. So if for any reason they V-turn and spike rapidly upwards, or they just meander up, whichever the case may be, if they're trading above 52.80, then I'm going to be on the long side. So sitting short, working the short side as necessary, and then changing to the buy side above 52.80. Sit, watch, and wait. 8:34 a.m. Alrighty then. Here is the second short and final. Let's mark these up here. Where is it now? That's it until past 10 o'clock. We've got the semi-annual Humphrey Hawkins testimony. That's the Fed chair in front of Congress. That's today and tomorrow. I think the prepared minutes have already been released, so there's that. And Yellen gives her speech, such as it is, and then she gets grilled by whomever interviews her, whether they're softball questions or hard, or she gets lectured or whatever. I used to watch them way back many years ago when I had interest in that stuff. Then at 10:30 there is the weekly inventory report, and then at 2 o'clock I think we have the beige book. So there's a whole lot of cross currents out today, a lot of different things going on in the markets. Prices moved roughly 10 ticks. I'm going to take the risk off on this one.
Order pending.
Trail right to entry and leave
Order
it at that.
canceled.
So as I said, I would take up to 3 tries. This is the second one, and it is it was limited to 5 ticks risk. Now there's no risk. If they nail this one and then I get a third confirm, I would probably short that. Worst case scenario would be minus 15 ticks, give or take, with slippage. So I don't expect a lot here, not until after 10 o'clock. And then, right after 10 o'clock, we have the 10:30 anticipation of the inventory. So I wouldn't expect a real trading action to get
Order filled.
Underway today until past 10:30. But you never know, so I take them as they come. Okay. Actually took, this is my fourth sell attempt in the same zone. The other 3 chopped out. Let's go back to a bigger picture view here. The other 3 chopped out, and this one has risk to entry +1. So the grand total of minus 14 ticks on the prior, it was minus 10, 0, and minus 4 on the trails. And now we have +1. So, worst case scenario, I'm be down something like minus 15 ticks if this kicks out, and I would be off the sell side completely. Then I'd be looking long side only, unless they lift them substantially. I don't want to keep selling right at the lows of the session. If this one will roll 40, 50 ticks, I'll take it off and I'm done for the day. So that's what I'm looking for, just letting her work its way lower, because if it does, it's going to be fair distance. Matter of fact, why don't we see just where that's going to be. So here is the pit session open. There is the open range that every crude oil trader in the world can see. And where's our 233%? This is 90+% probable to be hit today. This one or this one. Where'd my cursor go? This one, that one, or both. 90% probable. So while they're on the way down, the 9190 zone is is that statistically probable. Any given day, before a 233 gets hit this way or that way, any market, any symbol, that's the statistical odds of probability. So why not hold for it? That's what I'm doing. 9:20 Eastern. Okay, in the interest of keeping this brief, as I said to begin with, we're already at 7.5 minutes, and I want to keep it under 15 for the sake of YouTube. Price is holding right around the 52.20 zone here. It's gone as low as 52.15. That would be plus 30 ticks to the best on this position so far. So I've trailed to plus 10. That's just an arbitrary decision. If they come up and take that out at 52.35, then we'll see what happens after 10 a.m. If they keep going lower, like I said, I'm looking to take this off somewhere down near that CM roadmap 233 below the 52 handle. So 40-50 ticks out of this one is projected on a statistical probability. Not necessarily this particular trade, but if we manage all of them like that, all of them like this in that same way, then the majority of them are going to execute accordingly. So looking to take this off somewhere at or below the 52 handle, and that would wrap the day for me if that occurs. 9:36. Okay, working its way down there as we expected, and I'm going to keep squeezing.
Order pending.
Stop down now.
Order
in case
canceled.
They snap them back hard. You never know. Got 40 plus ticks in on this one. Looking to trail to the 52 handle and downwards if it will. Just teasing there, isn't it? Come on, sneak your way down there a smidge more. You can do it. Alright. Squeeze it down a little. Plus 30 ticks locked. I'm gonna stick it in around 51.99 if they'll take it just a tad lower. Tad lower. Come on. Squeezing it down.
Order
There's
pending.
the 41 tick
Order canceled.
lock.
Order filled.
And out. All right, so it was minus 14 ticks or so, and then plus 41, I think, is the box score. And they traded mechanically to where we thought they would. And that's going to wrap my day. I'm going to settle today at plus 32 ticks. Mind you now, my win rate was only 20%. It was 25%. That was my fourth turn. The other three turns were loss, scratch, loss, and then gain. Yet here we are. Okay, and the reason that I'm going to pack it in for today, normally I don't like Inventory Wednesdays to begin with. There is Yellen at 10, Inventory at 10:30, and then Beige Book at 2. So you've got all of those things sandwiched. You know, there's a lot going on. It could be a terrific session. It could be wild price action. Could be all over the place. Might be nothing. I don't know. So that's pretty much how I'm going to leave it for today, and I will get back to work tomorrow. Hope this helps. See you then, and as always, best trading wishes.